What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Throttle channel. We've got a special episode for you today with our brand new 240SX. But before we get into this 240SX, how we acquired it, and what our plans are for it, I want you guys to know that there's only 6 days left to win our 3000 GT VR4. If you haven't already seen it, it is badass. So it's full black on black, red demon eyes, thanks to Flatride, and we revamped the engine, put bigger turbos, big front mount intercooler. It's sick. If you haven't already joined our VIP program, head on over to Throttle, join today for your chance to win that car, and beyond that, you get great savings on car parts and many other things through our program. Check it out. So without further ado, let's talk about this 240SX. As most of you guys know, if you follow the Throttle channel, this was Calvin Cabilling's old car from TJ Hunt's channel. And I helped him build this car many months ago, basically with the drivetrain and things. We sourced an SR20 DDT from our friends over at JDMF California with a 5-speed manual transmission, and we converted this car from an auto to a 5-speed. At the time, we upgraded a clutch, throw-out bearing, all that stuff, made it, 3 pedals, and basically converted it to what would have been a Japanese domestic market 200SX. So in Japan, because it was a 2-liter engine, it was called a 200SX, where in the States, it came with a KA, which is a 2.4 liter, which is why it's called a 240SX in the States. So we now have a 200SX that we're gonna have some fun with. Obviously, you guys are probably privy to the fact that we hijacked Calvin's wrap and put a big PP on the side of it. That has now come off. I've already removed the rear over fenders, which were, well, we'll get into that in a minute. At any rate, the car is going to be completely redone. So this wrap is going to come off. Sorry, premium, but we're going a different direction with this car now, and this car's going to get painted. Ricky and I have big plans for this car. I guess I should state that this is also going to be a giveaway car. So it belongs to me currently. I'm going to build it with Ricky for you guys to potentially win, which is pretty neat.
Oh, hey, sorry to interrupt the vlog, but today's video is brought to you by World of Warships Blitz. Before I even get into it, this game is free. On March 20th, World of Warships Blitz are releasing a new line of German destroyers. Use our link in the description and you will get hooked up with a free German Destroyer G101. So head to the App Store and Google Play to download World of Warships Blitz. You will get that free ship and the free upgrades.
Wow, check out that cool ship. You guys have to go check out the link in the description.
We have big plans for the suspension. We're definitely going to upgrade all of the arms and rods and everything underneath the car to make it sort of track spec. The idea is to keep this car a street car, so you can drive it every day if you win it on the street legally. But if you want to take it to a track day on a Saturday afternoon and go rip around, you can. So that's the goal. So the car will be overbuilt for that purpose. On the exterior, I think the car has a pretty cool look at the moment. But we want to start with a fresh slate. So Ricky and I are going to actually rip all this stuff off the outside of the car, and it's going to go back to basically a stock exterior. We have a specific kit in mind that we're going to source from Japan. Once that kit is here, we can go ahead and start on the bodywork and things. And we will probably strip this down before that even gets here, just so we've got a basic bare shell. At that point, we can sort of assess what needs to be sorted out and straightened out before paint. But as I said, this car will be getting painted. I guess I should say, yes, we're ripping the wide body off, but it's also going to be wide body again down the road. So we will be cutting and welding these fenders so we can use our new Lincoln welder and do all that. Ricky and I have done this a million times, so it's going to be 1,000,001. As far as the interior goes, I'll show you guys that. Currently the interior is basically stock. So it has a blue interior. I think Ricky and I are just pretty much, I don't know, what do you say? Cursed?
Yeah, you can say that.
So we do a lot of interior swaps around here. As you can see, the dash is completely destroyed and has seen better days. This is probably gonna get thrown in the bin. So if anybody knows where I can find a clean black dashboard, hit us up in the comments. Although I do know that nowadays there are very nice covers available, so there may be a chance that we can just fix this one and potentially flock it or fix it and cover it. But hey, if there's a clean OEM dash out there, that interests me more than anything.
And it better be black.
It better be black, yeah. So these seats are gonna find their way to the dumper. Rear seats, we'll probably do some sort of delete in the back. I'm not sure we'll keep the rear seats in this one.
Yeah, I think we should.
My goal is to put a half cage in here so that you can go and have fun in this car and be safe. Won't be any crazy weld-in deal. It'll probably just be some sort of auto power or that type of bolt-in cage so that if the winner doesn't want it, they can easily take it out and remove it. So I guess as far as the interior goes, obviously the 5-speed swap's already been done. We've got a manual gearbox in here. We have a third pedal down here. And all that stuff's sort of already taken care of. So this is a great platform for us to build this car to give away. A lot of the difficult work's already been done as far as the conversion goes. Calvin and I did that. Now Ricky and I the car's been sitting for many months, so Ricky and I are gonna have to go back and go through everything just to make sure everything's up to par. But we've got a good slate here. So that's about it for the interior. We'll basically make it pretty purposeful and just get everything cleaned up and tidied up. Obviously that's gonna mean new carpeting and a lot of new trims and things like that. But
And it's sunroofed.
yeah, it's kind of a bummer, eh? Stock sunroof though, so at least it wasn't some hack job that some stereo shop installed. So,
Yep.
stock sunroof, doesn't leak that we know of, but the car sat outside.
It's alright when we start smoking the tires, we just open it so the smoking leaves from there.
As you can see, the quality body job that was done previously to our purchase didn't allow the door to open. Once you were in, you were locked in, and once you open the door, it would destroy the side seat. So, good thing those are getting thrown away. So now under the hood. Our great sponsor, Janet of California, was kind enough to sponsor us a SR20 DET, and we worked with our friends over at Injuka Racing or ISR Performance for a lot of the bolt-on bits. This car is mildly upgraded, I guess is the best way to say it, but if you guys don't know who ISR or Injuka Racing is, check them out because they have all the bolt-on bits that you need to make this conversion happen. And makes it a lot easier than trying to source things from all different places. They have pretty much everything. Sort of a one-stop shop for SR swaps and many other things for that matter. But as you guys can see, this has been neglected. Ricky and I now have to go back in and tear this all apart and clean everything up. It looks like there was a mouse living in here, so hopefully our wiring is in good shape. We'll probably, go with a motorsport harness on this car, something like a rye wire. We'll go through and redo all this hardware with Downstar stuff. I don't know where this was found.
That's definitely not Downstar.
No, but we got a nice Greddy blow-off valve, which is a new blow-off valve that Calvin bought. Eric from Ilk Fab already modded these pipes for us a little bit. Some things that need to be addressed are this catch can. This is gonna get thrown in the trash. We'll redo these lines. We'll put our wiper motor back in because we need wipers. This is a nice part from ISR. This is gonna stay. If you know 240s, these are plastic usually, and they're always broken. This aluminum can just needs a good wipe down, and it'll be as good as new. It was brand new when we built the car.
And this power wheel battery, what are we gonna do with
the
this?
Odyssey battery, again, is dead.
That thing's
From Calvin, an Odyssey 680, and if you guys know anything about those Odyssey batteries, when they die, they're done. You pretty much can't save them, so we gotta replace that. One of the really cool things on this car I like is the power steering setup from ISR. This is a cool new reservoir. Unfortunately, it was just tossed in here. This intake pipe needs to be completely redone, so we'll probably refab up something that'll bring the filter straight up and out. I've got some ideas on how we'll tackle that already, and we'll probably reroute this. Now, one really cool thing that happened already is our friends over at Garrett Motion Turbochargers, they actually have a bolt-in turbo for this engine setup. So it basically has all the flanges and inlets and outlets on it to just be bolted straight into an SR20. As you can see, the turbo is buried down at the bottom.
It's on the other side.
Oh, this isn't an RX-7.
No.
So the turbo is actually buried right here, and it has an internal wastegate. So what's cool is the Garrett unit actually bolts right in there, and it can go up to 700 horsepower. So that's really cool. It takes the same place and location of the stock turbo, which is cool because we already have a downpipe and all that stuff for this car. So all that stuff will bolt up to that Garrett turbo once we get it. And man, that's a huge help from Garrett, and it's gonna make this car perform.
So it's literally bolt off the old turbo, put the new Garrett turbo in there, and then the downpipe should fit everything. It's
What are we gonna do for engine management? Because I'm assuming that you can probably do some sort of flash, but
yeah. What do you have on this right now for
stock.
Oh, this is a stock computer. Okay,
so
no, that's gotta change.
Upgrade to an EM or a Haltech or something like that, and then have it tuned accordingly for the new turbo and whatever else we do in here. One thing I really hate about these cars is how convoluted the intake setup is. You've got top mounted fuel injectors.
Right.
They do make a lot of aftermarket components for this, for the fueling system and the intake. So we'll probably look into some companies that make a fuel system that looks a little nicer, and obviously we'll clean this up the best we can. But I want to go through that and get the fuel sorted out because I don't like this.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look bad, but it still looks like blah. Like somebody just threw a bunch of stuff like last minute, and it's just to make it work.
And so we'll probably go through, like, speaking of replacing these, we'll probably get rid of these red ISR pipes. When we ordered these for the car, unfortunately they didn't have black in stock, and Calvin was cool with red, so we did red. Probably get rid of the rubber couplers, maybe go with the Vibrant HD clamps, who knows. And then get rid of these gold pulleys. Calvin was on a gold kick and wanted everything gold.
Gold, red, blue, chrome. All right.
So we'll probably try to coordinate that a little better. Oh, I forgot we have a really nice oil pan on here too. You see it?
Oh yeah.
So the oil pan is an ISR part, upgraded tin oil pan, which is cool. Fully fabricated deal. We also have ISR clutch line. There's all kinds of goodies on here that the more I look around, the more I see. It's like, oh yeah, that's good we have that. We don't have to go back and redo it. The other thing too is Calvin actually retained all of the AC stuff. So air conditioning is an option.
Oh, okay. So is it here or
it's
no?
all here, yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, see the plumbing's back there. We just got to make the line from there to there, and it's done. So
see it, got it.
Most people that do SR swaps just abandon AC altogether because it requires some.
That's what I do.
And work, and we're gonna hook it up.
Not because of that, just because I don't want all the extra clutter stuff in my engine bay.
So I guess that's pretty much it for the drivetrain. Oh, we also have a HPI intercooler. I like HPI stuff. It's out of Japan. This actually came with the front clip that we purchased with the engine.
Oh, really?
That was a bonus, yeah.
Yeah, that thing looks clean. It looks good.
Yeah, so front mounts are, you know, for a street car, I think it's cool. A lot of the drift guys are putting them up under the core support or behind the radiator because there is room here once you get rid of the clutch fan. We have electric fans already, a Mishimoto radiator.
Right.
Dude, it's a great platform to start with for us. We really just need to go back and sort of tidy things up. So for the time being, since we took the rear wide body fenders off, I just went ahead and threw the old RX-8 stock wheels on this just so we can roll it around the shop. These will not be staying on the car. Obviously, we need something a little more adequate for this car. So I'll be reaching out to one of our partners in the wheel game to get some wheels for it. And of course, we can't replace the wheels without replacing the tires as well. This will be getting some Falcon Zenith RT615 rubber. The K Plus rubber is really sticky, perfect for daily driving and fun track duties on Saturdays if you want to head out to the track. So I think we've got a great plan. I don't want to give you guys too much of the part details because we're still working on some of it, and some of it I want to keep a surprise. So that's the 240SX. Ricky and I are going to get going on this here in the next couple days. Once the 3000 GT VR4 is given away, so if you guys haven't entered to win that car yet, please head over to throtl.com and buy a VIP membership to be entered to win that in just 6 days. This is going to be a good one too, so if you're entered to win the VR4, as long as you're a VIP member, you'll also be entered to win this 240SX when it's ready. So follow along, guys. We got a lot of great content coming right up for you on this car, and we look forward to getting it started. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for your subscriptions, all your comments and likes. We appreciate it all. Peace out.